lot of things tonight. Was there one thing in particular that really bothered you the most?
Yeah, I mean, I respectfully disagree with Dia. Like Dia acts like we could just go out there and beat Austin Peay. Let's talk about the opponent. This is a good college basketball team. Got 3 wins. Only loss is at Wyoming. That's a hell of a road trip from Austin Peay to Wyoming. The freshman point guard plays above his age, beyond his age. He's a good player. He can play in the SEC. Rashad does a good job controlling the paint for those guys. We had Rashad here, always pulling for past players. 32 is an NAIA All-American. They don't just pass out those certificates because of your GPA. He's a good player. He comes in here and goes 18, 8, and 4. So yeah, it's interesting what Dia says. It's like, I think there's a lack of respect and kind of just, not even respect, just awareness and IQ of these guys have good players, as does everybody in college basketball. So what do we have to do? We have to play better basketball. So no, but I mean, the narrative tonight can't be, kind of what Dia says. Well, we this. I mean, what about those guys? Those guys came out and played great basketball. They, we had a hard time turning them over. They obviously did a great job offensive rebounding. We were fortunate with their 3-point percentage tonight, but that's a good basketball team. So what we have to do is we have to play better against good basketball teams. And we don't have a non-good basketball team on our schedule left this season. Anything else, guys?
What did lead to so many offensive rebounds going their way? I mean, some of those looked like they were just kind of hustle plays, really.
Yeah, long rebounds, long shots lead to long rebounds. And so, about half of them are 50-50 balls where you don't have the space to go tactical block out. So from the video I saw at halftime and a few clips during the second half, just a lot of one-on-one battles. Like we got 4 guys checking, one guy takes a play off. And then a couple possessions later, one guy takes a play off. And this basketball thing, it's 5-on-5. It's not 1-on-1. And so we got timely mistakes, and too many of them by different players. By my naked eye, I didn't see one guy out there that blocked out well enough tonight for us to be successful in an SEC game. So a lot of individual mistakes. And the deal is, well, Coach, that's my bad. The next guy, that's my bad. Well, I understand whose bad it is, and these mistakes add up. So it's like, it's not like a democracy where everybody can make 2 or 3 mistakes and we're going to be okay. And we have to have some guys play the game as well as you can play. And I'm not talking about making shots. I'm not talking about fortune with officiating, but a blockout has to be a thing that's done 100% of the time. You tie your shoes every day. You don't just forget to tie your shoes from time to time. So it's just the fundamental things, also known as discipline. And in my opinion, that's what we're lacking right now. And so we've got some days here in practice to try to fix that.
Kind of the same thing as the players. What allowed them to get so many open looks tonight from your perspective?
Yeah, I think they had some dribble penetration. They were able to throw the ball into the post for 32. Transition defense, they had a plan on the break. They were coming down trying to get the spray 3. So there's a few tactical things in the game. Our post defense might have given up a 3, but more than not, it's just you got to sit down and guard your man. We can't always be in rotations. We can't always be relying on game plan strategy. At some point we have to guard the ball. And then I think once they were hitting 3s, now the urgency is to just kind of go hug your man, and you can't play basketball like that. You still have to play your principles, and you have to have an urgency to get out to 3-point shooters. But again, my narrative, I hope the narrative isn't that the game was just about what we didn't do. I thought Austin Peay came in here, a lot of respect for their coach, their talent. They obviously had a game plan tonight, and they executed it well. And there's a reason why they've already won 3 games in this early season. So I think it's a good team, and I give them a lot of credit. I have a lot of respect for that program.
Does it bother you at all that only 2 people spoke?
I think it might be a microphone thing here at Ole Miss. That's the first thing I kind of noticed. Yeah, I thought the same thing. But I think James and Ilias might have had something to say if there was a microphone in front of them.
Coach, what was the message to the guys after this one?
Short message. See you guys tomorrow at practice. Let them know how I felt at halftime. Just drew up on the board. 17 offensive rebounds is a bad formula. When your point guards, Kez and Ilias, have 7 turnovers combined, that's a bad formula. So tonight wasn't about some hoorah speech or kick the trash can. We got a lot of work to do around here, and we'll get back to work in the morning.
Will you change practice at all? Is there something you do?
We're always changing practice. From each practice, we're changing based on what our team needs. And so, yeah, there'll be some changes tomorrow, no doubt about it.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.